Audiovisual presentation about recommended dietary allowances. What is RDA? The recommended dietary allowance is the value to be used in guiding healthy individuals to achieve adequate nutrient intake. It is a goal for average intake over time. Day-to-day variation is to be expected. RDAs are set separately for specified life stage groups and sometimes they differ for males and females. Now let's move on the RDA of the following macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients include protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And micronutrients, we have vitamins and minerals, and we have water. First, we have protein. Protein is a macronutrient that is essential to building muscle mass. It is commonly found in animal products, though is also present in other sources such as nuts and legumes. The current recommended dietary allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight a day for adults over 18, or about 2.3 ounces for a 180-pound adult. But research is showing that higher levels may be needed for adults age 65 plus. So I have here a table containing the concise information that I researched about the recommended daily allowance of protein for different life stages. So as we can see here, we have infant, children, female adolescents, male adolescents, adults, female and male, pregnant women, lactating mothers, and elderly. We also have this age, the grams per kilo and grams per day. So the infants who age 7 to 12 months, the RDA is 1 to 1.5 grams per kilo, or an average infant must take 11 grams per day. Children 4 to 8 years old needs 19 grams per day, and those children 9 to 13 years old needs 34 grams per day. So female adolescents who aged 14 to 18 years old needs 0.85 grams per kilo, or 46 grams per day. And we have male adolescents 14 to 18 years old also needs 0.85 grams per kilo, or an average male adolescent needs 52 grams of protein per day. Female adults need 0.8 grams per kilo, or an average female adult need 46 grams per day. And the RDA of protein for male adults, we have 0.8 grams per kilo with 56 grams per day. So we have here pregnant women. So the pregnant women needs 1.1 grams per kilo, which is the needed protein a day is 70 to 100, and it is increasing each trimester. The lactating mothers need 1.05 grams per kilo, or should take 71 plus grams of protein per day. Lastly, we have the elderly. So the elderly needs 1.2 to 2.0 or higher protein per kilo, or they should take 80 to 104 grams per day. Next is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are macronutrients, meaning they are one of the three main ways of the body to obtain energy or calories. Carbohydrates provide essential energy to the body, especially for the brain. Foods that contain carbohydrate include grains, cereal, bread, pasta, rice, oats, tortillas, and pita, starchy vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, and peas, fruit, dairy, and legumes. The body stores carbohydrate as glycogen in the muscles and liver. So as what I've researched, the recommended daily allowance of carbohydrates for infants is 80 grams per day. Children, 130 grams of carbohydrates per day. We have adolescents, 130 grams per day. Adults, both female and male, we have 130 grams per day. For pregnant women, they need higher intake of carbohydrates per day, which is 175 to 260 grams per day. The RDA of carbohydrates for lactating mothers is 210 grams per day, and for the elderly, we have 130 grams per day. So another macronutrient is fat. So it is necessary for the diet to contain fat in order to help absorb fat-soluble vitamins, vitamins A, D, E, and K, and to provide linoleic acid and linolenic acid essential for neurological development and growth. Adolescents should attempt to eat as little trans fat as possible and limit the amount of saturated fat in their diet. Sources of fat in the diet include dairy, cheese, butter, oil, avocado, certain fish, certain cuts of meat, and nuts. So we have here another table containing the recommended daily allowance of fat for the different life stages. So for infants of 1 to 3 years, we have 39 grams of fat per day. For children aging 4 to 13 years old, we have 47 grams of fats per day. For adolescents, we have 25 to 35 grams per day. For adults, we have 44 to 77 grams of fats per day. The RDA of fats for pregnant women is 40 to 90 grams per day, while for lactating mothers, we have 45 grams of fats per day. And for elderly, we have here 44 to 78 grams of fats per day. Now let's move on to vitamins and minerals. Our body needs vitamins and minerals to work properly. We get them from the foods we eat every day. Vitamins are organic substances, which means they are made by plants or animals. Minerals are inorganic elements that come from soil and water and are absorbed by plants or eaten by animals. Now, how do we get the vitamins and minerals we need? Eating well now is especially important because the body needs a variety of vitamins and minerals to grow and stay healthy. Eating a mix of foods is the best way to get all the vitamins and minerals we need each day. Fruits and vegetables, whole grains, low-fat dairy products, lean meats, fish, and poultry are the best choice for getting the nutrients our body needs. So here are some of the vitamins and minerals our body needs. So for infants through 12 months, the needed vitamin A is 500 micrograms. For children 1 to 3 years, we have 300 micrograms. For children and adults, we have 900 micrograms of vitamin A. And for pregnant and lactating women, we have 1,300 micrograms. For vitamin B12, for infants, we have 0.5 micrograms. For children 1 to 3 years, we have 0.9 micrograms. For children and adults, we have 2.4 micrograms. And for pregnant and lactating women, we have 2.8 micrograms. So the recommended dietary allowance for vitamin C C for infants is 50 milligrams. For children, 15 milligrams. For children and adults, we have 90 milligrams. And for pregnant and lactating women, we have 120 milligrams. For calcium, infants, 260 milligrams. For children, 700 milligrams. For children and adults, we have 1,300 milligrams. And for pregnant and lactating women, we have 1,300 milligrams. Magnesium, we have 75 milligrams for infants. Children 1 to 3 years old is 80 milligrams. For children and adults, we have 420 milligrams. For pregnant and lactating women, we have 400 milligrams. Lastly, we have potassium. For infants, we have 700 milligrams. For children 1 to 3 years, we have 3,000 milligrams. For children and adults, we have 4,700 milligrams. And for pregnant and lactating women, we have 5,100 milligrams. So next, we have here the recommended daily allowance for some of the vitamins and minerals for elderly. So we have vitamin A for men, we have 0.5 to 2.5 milligrams. And for women, we have 0.2 to 2.3 milligrams. For vitamin B12, men elderly needs 3.1 to 8.2 micrograms of vitamin B12 every day. And for women elderly, we have 2.5 to 7.5 micrograms. For vitamin C, we have 59 to 142 milligrams for men, and we have 60 to 160 milligrams for women elderly. For calcium, for men elderly, we have 687 to 1,071 milligrams of calcium. And for women elderly, we have 533 to 959 milligrams. For magnesium, for men elderly, we have 221 to 403 milligrams. And for women elderly, we have 179 to 348 milligrams of magnesium. So lastly, the RDA for potassium for men elderly is 2,200 to 3,800 milligrams. And for women elderly, we have 2,200 to 3,700 milligrams of potassium. So lastly, we have water. So how much water does our body need each day? We've all heard that 8 glasses of water each day is best, but the truth is, how much water you need varies. Why water is so important to the body? We need water to digest our food and get rid of waste. Water is needed for digesting juices, urine, and poop. And you can bet that water is the main ingredient in perspiration, also called sweat. Besides being an important part of the fluids in our body, water is needed by each cell to work. So here at the table, we have the RDA of water for infants. For 6 to 12 months, we have 0.5 to 1 cup per day. For 12 to 24 months, we have 1 to 4 cups per day. And for 2 to 5 years, so for children, 2 to 5 years, we have 6 to 8 cups of water per day. For adolescents, we have also 6 to 8 cups per day. For women adults, we have 2 liters or equivalent to 8 cups per day. For men adults, we have 2.6 liters or 10 cups. For pregnant women, we have 8 to 12 cups per day, or equivalent to 64 to 96 ounces of water. And for lactating mothers, we have 18 cups, and for elderly, we have 1.7 liters, or equivalent to 7.1 cups. Next is my audit of daily food intake. So I started recording my food audit on Tuesday, August 24, 2021. For lunch, I have 1 cup of rice, pork soup with cabbage, 1 slice of papaya, and 2 bananas. And for dinner, I have 1 cup of rice, corned beef with potatoes, dried fish, and 2 bananas. For Wednesday breakfast, rice, adobo, slice of papaya, banana, and sambong leaves on water. And for lunch, rice, chicken tinola, and lato. And for dinner, rice, pansit, lato, 2 bananas, and water. For Thursday, I ate for breakfast rice, pansit, beef steak, 2 bananas, and also I put here water. And for lunch, rice, pork soup with cabbage and apple. And for dinner, apple, rice, malunggay leaves, pancit canton, and dried fish. Friday for breakfast, I ate rice, egg, 2 bananas, and also a lemon, and I drank water. Also for lunch, rice, slices of papaya and banana, and for viand, I have pork soup with cabbage, and for dinner, I have pork adobo, rice, dried fish, and 2 bananas. Saturday for breakfast, rice, fish and dried fish, and 2 bananas. For lunch, rice, dried fish, mechado, and chicken adobo. And for dinner, rice, egg, and dried fish. Sunday for breakfast, rice, also papaya slices, and beef soup. For lunch, rice, papaya slices, and fish. And for dinner, rice, I have here fish and also pork. Monday for breakfast, rice, dried fish, and clam soup. And for lunch, rice, corned beef with egg, and 1 piece of banana. So my assessment in my daily dietary intake is that it is actually healthy because almost all of the meals follow the food pyramid, which it has Go, Grow, and Glow foods. What is the importance of consuming Go, Grow, and Glow foods? Go foods gives us energy to be active, work, and learn each day. Grow foods work in the body to help us grow and keep us strong and healthy. Glow foods are rich in vitamins and minerals that helps protect us from diseases by helping our bodies work well and fight off illness. So we need to consume this kind of food so that we could be healthier and also to have a happier life.